Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I am an energy reader here on YouTube. I use messages from spirit and my intuition to communicate to you the energy that's around you. And my intent is always to communicate a message of healing. Today we will be taking a look at your connection, you and your person, and specifically we'll be looking at how this person is feeling and their intentions and then their actions in this connection. Okay, so energy is always fluctuating. So this is a timeless reading. So when you find this reading or click on this reading, then the message was meant to find you. However, nothing is set in stone, and I do believe in free will. So you are certainly able to steer the course of your life. Okay, so always believe whatever your intuition is guiding you to do over my intuition. This is a general reading, so not everything will resonate. Read the disclaimer in the description box below as far as how I read energy, because I think it's important that you understand energy comes in strong, but certainly can be on a scale of how intense or how minor the energy is coming in, but I will read it nonetheless. Anyway, enough disclaimer. We have 3 piles to pick from. We have the Apparition Tarot, a Spirit Speak Tarot deck. We have the Tarot del Toro, and we have Modern Witch Tarot deck. I used these earlier today to do a reading and felt inspired to use these again. Now, you might be drawn to more than one pile, and that's a-okay. Be open-minded as far as the energy or the deck that you might tap into might be your own. So it might be your own feelings, your own intentions, and your own actions. So if that's the case, feel free to watch that reading and then go check out another pile. But without further ado, we'll get into this reading. So 1, 2, or 3. Feel free to pause the video, and if you're interested in the jewelry I'm wearing, it is available at prairievintagejewelry.com. That is my home. All right, so we'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Hello, beautiful people. If you picked the Apparition Tarot, this is pile number 1. Then this reading is for you. I apologize. My lighting is absolutely horrible. It is January in the middle of Canada where we see no sunshine for at least 6 months. I'm exaggerating a little, but those who live here totally know what I mean. So we're in the center of no man's land. Anyway, I apologize for the lighting, and my light above is battery is dead. So it is what it is, but I was inspired to do a reading today for you guys. This is around your connection, your person. How are they feeling? What are their intentions? What are their actions? We'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message. Spirit, thank you so much for being clear and concise. Please help me communicate this message for pile number 1. Please do not let my experiences from the past or present influence any of my judgment calls when I'm communicating this message. And pile number 1, I am so blessed, so honored. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy of you and your person. Thank you so much. So grateful. All right, now I will shuffle until I feel the energy is right. This might take a while. This might be quick. I don't know why it takes me forever to shuffle, but that's just how it goes. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Clear and concise message for pile number 1 regarding their person. What are they feeling right now? What are their intentions? What do they want from pile number 1? Where is this going? All right, one more, and I'm called to split the deck, and I'm also called to clear this energy, so feel free to mute right now because I'm going to ring the bell and it might be a little loud. Give you a second. All right, so to me, that means a lot of other energies maybe getting up in the mix of this connection, interference of sorts. We have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Four of Swords, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the World, and we also have the Five of Swords. Okay, Spirit, why do we have the Eight of Pentacles here? What's with the Eight of Pentacles? The Two of Wands. What's with the Four of Swords? We have the Six of Pentacles. Clarity on the Page of Pentacles here, please, spirits. With the Wheel of Fortune. What's going on with the World? Chariot. 7 major arcana, okay. And Five of Swords. We got the Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck energy, we got the Death card, and I do not read bottom of the deck energy in reverse, but we will catch any blocks that we find. In fact, I don't see any reversals. Now, it doesn't mean energy is not blocked, but I feel there is a sense of progress right now, but I do feel that there is interference, okay? That's just kind of first intuition, but let's take a look. Also, I'm starting back private readings last week of January. So if you are interested, the information to do so is in the description box, and the jewelry I'm wearing today is available at prairievintagejewelry.com. Thank you so much for those of you guys who are customers, fans, subscribers, and yeah, I absolutely appreciate it. All right, let's take a look what we have. Just give me a minute to pick up the energy, and then I will communicate what it is that I am picking up, okay? Okay, so an overall energy of either you or your person, depending on which side you fall on, but I will assume this is your person just for this reading. If this sounds like you, click on a different pile. Feel free to watch this. But anyway, what I'm picking up here is somebody who is in the middle of a transition, okay? Somebody who has done some contemplation as far as where they want to invest, where they want to put their energy into. Now, what I find funny is that this is almost like a destined period of time for this person. I mean, obviously for both of you guys, if you're in this connection and you resonate, because we do have the major arcana here in the center, which is the Wheel of Fortune, which I see as kind of destiny turning, the wheel spinning in such a way that, I mean, it is what it is. You can't really get in the way of destiny. You certainly have free will, but things are happening in such a way that are meant to happen. Also with the major arcana, the World and the Chariot, I do see that things are happening, okay? Things are in action, but we're going to start from the beginning and follow this, yeah, and then we major arcana here with the Death card and the Six of Wands. Okay, so Eight of Pentacles talks about putting in effort and energy, being dedicated, being focused, putting a lot of time into an area. This could also mean work, like actual work, so whatever you do for a living. Now, I'm going to take this as two messages here. Either you've been dedicated or focused on an area of your life outside of this connection, because this has been very up and down, very hot and cold, not quite sure what to focus on. So there's been a focus on something, okay? You've been keeping your mind busy, focused on something, and because this is like the first card here, I'm taking this as the significator, which is you, the viewer. You're focused on an area you can control. You're focused on an energy. I keep wanting to say energy. Your energy is being directed in a way that makes you feel in control, something that you're able to see results, something that you're able to put energy and get something out of, I feel, okay? So this has been your primary focus. Now, I do see here with the Four of Swords, there is some healing, there's some reflecting, there's a period of pause after great pain. So either this connection has gone through some sort of pain where you guys needed to take some time apart, or you might be in this connection but distant within this connection. But I do feel like there is this distance or this need for pause, this stillness in order to gather thoughts. Okay, but this, the way I read cards, is kind of passing energy. This is more current. I feel like there is change on the horizon. There is something new. There's a seed of hope. There's someone coming in with an offer in an area that you guys haven't really experienced before. So when I say someone, it's either you've stepped forward with a new prospect. And when I say prospect, it's like a seed of hope in an area that allows for this connection to go in a certain direction. I feel as though this is your person, okay? I feel as though this is your person, but it could be either or because this is a general reading. And I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here, like I expressed, this is something that allows this connection to move in the direction that it's meant to go. And it's also for the good, okay? Because it has been stagnant, because it has been kind of quiet, because there's been a period of pause, that this offering... it's also pages speak of communication. So it could be this communication that's happened that kind of gets the ball rolling, the seed of hope that allows things to move forward again. And I'm not seeing the 8 of Wands, which would mean quick communication and a breakthrough and progress. But I am seeing the Wheel of Fortune, which is this destined way of things happening, okay, with this communication. And pages speak of, or pages, pentacles speak of, actually grounding something here in this earthly plane. It's still nothing so much as a conversation, but it opens the door to a possibility, okay? A possibility of planting something that is solid. It's not just a hope, but it is an idea of doing an action that's going to move this connection to the next stage, whatever it may be, okay? Now, here with the 2 of Wands, I feel as though there was a decision that needed to be made in regards to the future. And I feel like it wasn't really totally your decision to make. I mean, you had a decision to make in this connection, but I feel as though because you had no control over, I guess, your person, obviously, in deciding which way to go, that you've been focused on other areas, like I said, things that you can control, things that you're doing where you're able to put your energy into and not feel like you're just giving energy and not getting something out of. And I feel like it's brought you some satisfaction. Like with this 6 of Pentacles, I do feel like there is this balanced out energy that you're putting in energy, but you're also getting energy. I also feel with this under the 4 of Swords, that you're pretty balanced. Like I feel like your ability to really take a perspective on your situation from a realistic point of view has helped you. And I also feel as though your person is most likely mirroring this in you as well. So if you've been in this energy, I really feel as though your person's been in this energy as well. Okay, now depending on where you fall in this timeline, I feel like this kind of passing energy, I feel like current energy is where we're seeing communication, this turn, this wheel is turning in your favor. Things are happening in a destined way that are kind of meant to happen, or at least to open up an opportunity, a possibility within this connection. But what I find interesting is we're followed by the World, and this is upright. So the World speaks of a conclusion of a cycle. It's like everything that has happened is now kind of wrapping up to an ending of sorts. So I feel like this is a milestone in your connection. And I feel like with all of these like animals, I feel like there's been a lot of emotion. I feel like there's been a lot of ups and downs for sure. But I feel like there's been, like I said, a lot of energy that's interfering within this connection. But despite all this, you guys are able to reach this conclusion of how it is that you guys want to proceed. Okay. I know this is about feelings. I'm not quite seeing feelings just yet, but I have a feeling, I have a feeling about feelings that all that groundwork was already kind of understood or established in this connection. It was more of a, what are we doing to move this forward? Okay. Like that's kind of where it's stalled out here with the 4 of Swords. It's like, great. I feel like there's a backstory for sure that we're not seeing here. And we're kind of picking up from that place, okay? But it's like, great, we feel for each other, or we're at this point in this connection, we're taking a little bit of a pause, or needs to be an equal give and take. We're balancing ourselves out independent. And then Mother Destiny comes in and says, well, this is what's kind of meant to happen. And then there's this communication in how are we going to take this first step in actually making something happen. We need to acknowledge the end cycle of something and move forward in a direction that's positive. And with the Chariot, we have movement, we have a balancing, we have, going through adversity, but being able to kind of manage the ups and the downs, but in a very guided way that's not off course, that's kind of taking a centered course. I feel like the conclusion is that, or at least this world card is concluding an end of a cycle and a realization that to move forward, there has to be a change of mind and an acknowledgement in all these other areas of energy and noise and all of this stuff that's around. And how do we maneuver? So it's almost like a conclusion of, we acknowledge there are some things, some people, some situations, some circumstances that we can't rid of, that we need to accept because that is our situation, this is our circumstance. How now do we go from getting where we are to moving this forward, okay? And I feel like there is an acknowledgement here with that. I also feel like with the world, it could mean an international type connection. So international meaning long distance. It can mean travel is required. It can also mean like these opposites attract in such a way. But I am feeling like there is this stage in this connection where movement is now understood as something that needs to happen here, okay? Now on the very back end, we see the 5 of Swords with the 3 of Swords. And I feel like the driver for all of this is what you guys have experienced. The 5 of Swords is probably one of the most challenging cards in the tarot. Same with the 3 of Swords, okay? So the fact that this is kind of the anchoring card, this is like the driver as far as why things are moving. And this is my future position. So it doesn't mean like in the future there's going to be turmoil and heartbreak. It's more of, we need to do this, or we need to act with the major arcana, or things are moving in this direction, for the simple fact that we can't be in this energy anymore. So either you've already experienced a lot of pain, and when I say pain, I mean it could be heart pain, certainly heart pain. And I feel like there's been situations within this connection where nobody's really won. Maybe there's been kind of like with this, I feel like a tug of war, like a push and pull, like for control, like who has control, where's this going? And I feel like it didn't result in anyone really winning, anyone really making a decisive win so they could move forward. I feel like there was no win. It was like a tug of war, but nobody won. It was just heartache. It was disappointment. It was just a realization that things weren't moving. The only realization here was that there was pain, pain from being separated, pain from causing maybe a situation upon your person or them to you that wasn't helping in any which way. And I feel like this 4 of Swords really helped. It helped put things into perspective. It helped to balance what needed to happen in this connection, because the 6 of Pentacles is this give and take. It's, if you were putting a lot into an area, now the wheel is spinning in such a way that whatever it was that you were inputting is now kind of circling back, coming to you. And if somebody wasn't putting energy effort, it's now spinning a way that they're able to contribute because they're free to do so, or at least they've tipped the scales in the opposite way, that the wheel is spinning in such a way that it wasn't in the past. Okay, I feel like there is this end of cycle, and when you see an ending, there is always a beginning following this ending, okay? So this is kind of what I see. I guess this is an overall general of the connection. Spirit, we're going to ask about pile number 1's person and how they're feeling. How's pile number 1's person feeling right now? How are they feeling about the connection? How are they feeling about pile number 1? Thank you so much, spirits. Here. Knight of Swords upright or reversed. Upright. Okay. You will catch any blocks, so sometimes I read reversals, but I'm going to let Spirit kind of guide me as far as what's blocked, what's not blocked, what needs to remain reversed. Page of Wands in reverse. I'm feeling an overwhelming sense of gratitude right now, like really heavy. So either your person is like feeling overwhelmed with gratitude. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. I'm feeling like the Page of Wands could either be upright or reverse, but we'll take a look. Hierophant, reverse or upright, reverse. Okay, let's keep going. Knight of Pentacles. All right. Why is the Knight of Swords here for how pile number one's person is feeling? Why is the Knight of Swords here? The Page of Cups. Reverse or upright? Reverse. Okay. Why is the Page of Wands here? Spirit. Queen of Pentacles. All right. Spirit said to let them fall as they fall out. So I will let them fall as they fall out. Temperance in reverse. Hierophant. Ooh, okay. Just let me grab those. I feel like this belongs there. That's the Three of Pentacles. We got a few cards on the floor. All right. So what do we have? We got the King of Swords. We got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And we got the Ten of Swords. Okay. In the end. Wow, this is pretty crazy. All right, so we're reading feelings for pile number one's person. Let us take a look. Okay, so Knight of Swords is certainly coming in with quick action and maybe to have an honest discussion about something or identifying a truth about something. And I feel like what the truth is that there hasn't been this investment of starting to open up about feelings and emotions, because the Page of Cups is this starting conversation, planting a seed about emotions, coming forward with an emotional offering. And I feel like there is a communication and an identifying, because Sword speaks of mental clarity. There is definitely a light bulb moment. You can almost see the light bulb moment went on in the brain about clarity, about why wasn't I able to offer this cup of love in the past that your person is having. Okay. And despite this, there is this acknowledgement that there needs to be an apology. With the Seven of Swords, I feel like your person wants to apologize to you about maybe how they've been. There's a recognition here about how they've not been able to act on what is true to how they felt like acting. With the Page of Wands, this is communication and a desire to start in a direction that's inspiring. And within in reverse, I feel like there was a need or a want to communicate an apology and to drive forward, but there was a holding back of this. Okay. And I feel here with the Queen of Pentacles is Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I feel like this could have very well have been talking about stabilizing or securing this relationship to feed it energy in order to move it forward and to add balance. Okay, there was a need to discuss, there was a need to balance this relationship. With Temperance here, it's the equal give and take. It's the ability to take a situation but make the most of it so that, you know, both sides are kind of evened out and transform into this like beautiful energy. And I feel like your person has had this realization, this awakening, that this was not happening. And this is what's currently going on right now, okay? And now when we're looking at future energy here with the Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles, I feel like your person is in a mental state where they're acknowledging or at least understanding that their lifestyle and potentially your lifestyle is really different. And they're trying to figure out a way to, how are they going to work with you in order to balance out what has been off balance right now, okay? When I see this Seven of Swords, it doesn't necessarily mean a full-on apology if they haven't done anything specifically, but it could be them feeling guilty or remorseful for not addressing the imbalance in recognizing that there's been this need to work with you, you know, work as a team really to figure out what are we going to do with these differences. Like there's definitely differences here, either two different lifestyles. Like I said, there might be distance, or might be a gap that needs to be filled, that they haven't really been dedicated or focused on trying to figure out. So they might have had their priorities all kind of screwed up, but there's this identifying this need to feed this balance so that they can sort out the best course of action to work with you, so that this the areas that is kind of out of both of your control, so to speak, out of your control because there's major life situations, the way you live your life, maybe geographically where you guys are located, just decisions you guys have made in the past where you guys are standing on your position on life and that sort of thing. There's still a way that they're trying to figure out how to collaborate with you to accept this, so that there's a balance, give and take in this connection, okay? And they want to move forward with an offering here. This is their feelings, okay? They want to move forward with this, with the Knight of Pentacles. That this is someone moving forward slowly, not giving up, but coming in with something that is substantial to make sure that this moves forward and is grounded. And I like seeing the Knight of Pentacles here because it's not just a hope and a fart in the wind. This is someone coming in with something that they feel is going to move this forward, progress this forward. I really feel as though this person feels like there will be a loss, and this is kind of where they're at. There's going to be an end to this connection, and they've been feeling out in the cold. They know you've been feeling out in the cold because of the fact that there hasn't been this progression, or at least the seed planted, and they've been really mentally back and forth in their mind about, you know, what it is that they could do, how it is they could move forward. They recognize they might have been a little bit more in their mental thought than they have been in their heart space in order to progress things, even though right now I feel they are in their King of Swords energy because they're trying to find a way of what they could do to ground this connection forward. Because this Five of Pentacles, in reverse, it's like wanting to come out of this state of lack. There's this like feeling of feeling left out. There's definitely a feeling of separation here. There's a feeling of imbalance. Just things are going in a way that they don't want to pursue that path anymore because it will end up in this Ten of Swords, and they kind of know it. Okay, so we got air energy here, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming through as well. Hierophant, I believe, is Taurus, so you might resonate with that. And Temperance is Sagittarius. Okay, so let's take a look at actions. I mean, this is kind of blended with their feelings, intentions, so I'm not going to get too much into intentions. We're going to just take a look at actions. In fact, I want to give an opportunity for these cards to resurface. I'm going to ask Spirit to give us pile number one's person's actions in this connection, so we can see how the energy is going to flow. How are they going to act? What are they going to do? Are they actually going to do what they feel they need to do? Are they strong enough to move forward? Is it just a want? Or is it just their intentions? Spirit, can we get a clear message here for pile number one as far as how their person is going to move forward? What are they going to do? What are they going to say? How are they going to move forward in this connection to progress things forward? Thank you so much, spirits. All right. Okay. I'm going to give it a little bit more of a shuffly doodah. I feel like there's been significant amount of time spent trying to figure things out with your person. And if you haven't been involved and focused in other areas, they've certainly been involved with like keeping their mind busy with work and stuff. But I do feel like there was a constant mental energy spent on how it is to balance this connection out, how it is they want to make things fair with that Seven of Swords in reverse. Ooh, okay, so we see the Three of Cups in reverse. Let's keep going. Spirit, can we get some more for pile number one? Actions. I got the Three of Wands in reverse. Reverse or upright, Spirit. I'm gonna keep it reverse. Okay. Spirit's saying to keep them all reverse and to read them as I see blockages. So that's what I'm going to do. We have Two of Swords in the middle. We got the Two of Cups in reverse. And we got the Judgment in reverse. Okay, why is the Three of Cups here, Spirit? What's going on with this Three of Cups in reverse? We got the Hermit. Okay, why is the Three of Wands in reverse here, Spirit? What's going on with the Three of Wands? Clarify the Three of Wands for us, please. The Fool in reverse. Okay, why is the Two of Swords here? I'm feeling this one. The Empress in reverse. Okay, why is the Two of Cups here, Spirit? Alright, we got the High Priestess. Why is Judgment here? Alright, we got the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, so Spirit is telling me the reason we're leaving these all in reverse is because you guys are at a point right now where actions are really going to determine the outcome of where this connection is kind of headed. And they feel like your person is amidst making the steps of where it is they want to go, but there's a realization, because they're right in their brain about it, as to how the potential of this connection can go. And we saw that Ten of Swords, which means an ending, okay? Potential. If they don't get their skin in the game, if they don't find a way to balance things out, I feel as though you guys are fairly balanced. I feel as though your person has been struggling with identifying where they might have been causing the off-kilteredness in this connection and not investing as much as maybe they could have been, or at least there's an identifying that there's things that they could do in order to move this in a way that's going to avoid this Five of Cups, I think we're seeing, and also we saw the Five of Swords, I believe, right? So anyway, this negative energy that they were experiencing because of an imbalance, they recognize. Okay, so I'm going to leave these in reverse, but what Spirit is saying right now is that this Three of Cups energy that your person has been in, which is essentially the extent of where this connection has been, somebody wanting to enjoy your love, somebody giving you love, this kind of light energy of celebration and love and friendship and joy and happiness, but it kind of falls flat. I mean, the Three of Cups is no Ten of Cups, right? So there's been this state where a person's been kind of stuck in, where I think they realize that in order to move this future forward, which is this Three of Wands, okay, this speaks of future planning. This is looking at a situation, taking all the information, analysis, planning, and then trying to line things up so that they can have the results that they want, okay? Working within their confines of what they have. I feel with it in reverse, there hasn't been much that they've done, really, in order to see an outcome in this future, because it's still like we saw the world. It's like brand new. It's going to happen in such a way that any effort put in is going to birth where this is going. And right now where it's going is really nowhere, because of the fact that there hasn't been substantial pentacle action, okay? Like effort, energy, planting that Page of Pentacles that we saw, which was offering the seed of what are we grounding? What are we building or planting? What are we planting in order to build this thing, okay? How are we collaborating, which we saw with the Three of Pentacles. So we see the Hermit. Your person has been really inside themselves, taking a look at this. Like I said, we saw that King of Swords. The Hermit now is one step up of being in that mental state, going back and forth, trying to be logical. Like the King of Swords, a little cold, mostly in their mind. But with the Hermit, this is like major arcana. This is like turning inwards, meditation, asking themselves, spirit, like what's the best course of action, you know, maybe shutting themselves off from the world to really look at what their true inner self is wanting them to do so that they can move forward in a direction for their future, you know. And with this Fool in reverse, this speaks of taking a chance, taking a leap of faith, moving in a direction where you don't quite know where you're going, but you're wanting to risk something in order to free yourself and start anew. Not surprised to see the Fool here after the World, because there is the step that needs to be taken, and it's in reverse because your person hasn't taken the step just yet. Okay, and because we're kicking it off with the Hermit, there is this understanding that that is really the next step, is moving in a direction, taking the first step, even though it's unknown, in a direction to move things forward. Okay, so right now they're indecisive, only as a matter of fact because they're not making a move just yet, and that's probably why you're here. This is current energy. Okay, now energies could be shifting, so you could be here, you could be here, you could be slightly here, but the way I read it, this is passing, this is current, this is more future. Future is like 1 to 3 months, maybe even 6 months. And then passing could be 1 to 3 months, maybe even 6 months. And this is kind of when you clicked on it. I feel this is probably mostly accurate. Okay, but like I said, use your judgment. But I feel like your person hasn't acted on anything. The nice thing about the Two of Swords, and I don't normally say nice things about Two of Swords, and that's my own personal thing, is that I don't like indecision or people who sit too long. But I totally understand this because there's a lot of decisions your person has been contemplating that they need to make that are huge for them and for you and for what the future brings in this connection. But with the Two of Swords here, it speaks about having all the information you need. Like there's nothing new here that's going to all of a sudden pop up that's going to make or break or make them decide. It's like you have all the information you need. Sir, please decide. And what happens is some people get too stuck in the Two of Swords where they don't move, they don't make a decision, they bury their head in the sand. Either they don't like confrontation, they don't want to lose something, because these are two opposing things that can't coincide at the same time. So it's like, if I go this way, then I know I'm saying goodbye to that, right? Like if your person says, I'm choosing to, I don't know, have the single life, well, then they know you're gonna take another turn, right? Or if they move in your direction, especially we saw here the distance, and it's like they're gonna have to close that gap, which means maybe letting go of something, might mean putting things in action that requires them to be in this Fool energy. So right now there's this pause, okay, but I feel like it's a pause because your person has contemplated, has all the information, and they realize that you are this Empress. This Empress is divine feminine, okay? These are all the queens in one. This is love, this is abundance, this is joy. And with it in reverse, I feel like your person hasn't been able to celebrate you in a way they want to, nor in a way that you deserve as the Empress. Okay, now you can resonate as this Empress if you are masculine and have more of the feminine energies, but I'm reading this as feminine energy here, and because it's in reverse, I'm really feeling like the celebration hasn't happened yet. This joy, the celebration of embracing how they feel you. I was going to say how they embody you, which is pretty crazy. That means like two souls kind of coming together. I feel like you haven't been fully celebrated, okay, in your full Empress. And I feel like your person wants to. And this is why you're still in reverse here. There's this need to make a decision on how they're going to move in order to fully celebrate you as this Empress, okay? So these are actions. So I mean, as far as actions are concerned, this isn't a whole lot of action. You're seeing a Hermit, you're seeing a Two of Swords, you're seeing a Fool in reverse. This is in your mind, not making a step forward. This is knowing you might need to start a new journey, not making a move. This is not making a move. This is like the future, but not making a move. So there's a lot of no movement here, okay, with passing and current. So there might be quiet times right now in your situation, but now we're taking a look at future energies here, and I feel as though right now your person is still ironing things out in such a way that is a pivotal time where if they're not in alignment with the judgment, and I mean, the judgment is this awakening. This is everything that's happened up until now results in an outcome, okay? It's like the final boss. I said this before in a video game where you're going through all these levels and you make it to this final boss, and then you have to either beat this boss and move on, finish the game, or whatever. But there's nowhere backwards. Like you can only move forward and you're at the final boss. So I kind of feel like that's the state of this relationship. So that's why we have the Two of Cups in reverse. It's like it's like this awakening, this judgment, this need for battling to a stage to really resolve where this connection is going still needs to happen. And I feel like your person recognizes that if they don't move forward in this connection, that they're not fully, number one, listening to their intuition, but I feel like there is this unspoken knowing that they have within themselves that has pulled them into this hermit mode the whole time, that they're still, I mean, they have the information they need, but I feel like they're still, your person's a little stubborn, but they're still needing that push in order to get to this judgment where they're still hanging on to this state because there hasn't really been a need. I mean, unless you full on text your person, and you don't have to do this. Don't do this. I'm just saying, if you text your person, call your person, send them an email, go see them and say, hey, listen, yes or no, right? Now you're kind of putting them on the spot. And I don't feel like a lot of you guys have put that on your person, but I do feel as though they understand where they're at with this connection. There's a silent knowing of where the things are at, and if they don't move in a certain way, you could be completely gone, okay, with that 10 of swords. But it's not like you're expecting them to give you an answer right now. So I feel like this is why there is a stall. This is why there is a hanging on to this energy, because they know once they reach this point of where they have to make a decision on this relationship, they're acknowledging their hidden truth about this connection, and they've been fighting and resisting this, okay? And they've been fighting and resisting because either for whatever reason, I mean, this is a general reading, but ego, understanding that there is a lot that needs to happen in order to get there. They've been fighting, having to change. You know, we saw that Hierophant in reverse. I mean, nobody really totally likes to turn their world whole upside down. So they've been fighting, they've been resisting, they've probably been self-sabotaging, they've been acting all sorts of ways to resist this judgment and have to deal with all of this stuff. So this is kind of blocked right now, I feel, okay? But once the judgment, which I mean, it's major arcana, it happens. Okay, it's in reverse right now because, like I said, it's not to the point. It's like maybe they're waiting for their screen to load so they can fight the final boss. But I feel like it's like right there where this judgment is like, okay, we're kind of at end game. And what's going on with this connection? Is this going to be a give and take? Is this going to be a partnership? Is this where we're able to share with each other? High Priestess, this is beautiful. This is another major arcana. This is like a knowing. This is mystic. This is like listening to your inner self. Same with the Hermit here. I feel like your person knows, you know, and they've been battling and resisting this. And yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of other people kind of involved, or a lot of other energy. So I'm just going to clarify this Five of Swords for us, just to take a look and see what's going on with this stubborn person. Why are they battling? Why are they resisting? I do feel this one here. We got the Nine of Wands, and it is coming in reverse. So, yeah, I feel like with the Nine of Wands, this is someone standing their ground. Could be defensive. Could be like they still want to maintain their position. With it, like in reverse, it's like they're open to seeing things from a different perspective. It can also be letting down their guard, being open to whatever it is that's kind of in front of them, because I mean, there's no choice. Once you have the judgment, you kind of have to be open. So I feel like despite any resistance or any sort of conflict that they've had with you specifically, because I feel there's been a lot of pain here, there is this dropping of the guard, or this, you know, which these are actions. So I mean, we didn't see much action here, but I do see here major arcana, which isn't an action, but the only need here right now, because that's why the judgment's here, is like, we don't need them to figure things out so much. We don't need them to do something in a way that's going to convince you. We just need them to say, is this a partnership? Are we moving forward? Is this a give and take? Is this a loving relationship between you and I? Yes or no? Like, this is kind of the last card. I mean, major arcana, like, let's make a decision here. And if we're hanging on to we don't know, and we're ignoring, this is like hidden truths. This is like almost lying to yourself, lying to another person, lying about the situation, about this situation. I mean, there's going to have to be a realization, and I feel like there's a fighting to the bitter end. You know, and I was trying to get clarity as to why there was this resistance to the bitter end, but I'm just getting action as far as dropping of the guard, doing what it takes in order to get what it is that they feel is right, which is not losing you with that 10 of Swords we were seeing, and the 5 of Cups that is painful, and yeah, letting go of this 5 of Swords. And I believe this one was coming in reverse, so it is letting go of this 5 of Swords energy. We were seeing that earlier as well. I think a lot of them have to forgive themselves about this 5 of Swords, any way that they've behaved, so that they are comfortable in dropping their guard and moving forward. Yeah, I'm getting from Spirit, a lot of them are stuck still and they can't quite move. Maybe that's why they're here, because they're kind of having this epiphany awakening. If they got to move forward, it's like, well, what have I done to my Empress? Like, why have I been... You know, we saw the 7 of Swords in reverse. Like, do I apologize? Like, why have I been in that energy? And they're kind of beating themselves up a little bit. And there needs to be water under the bridge. Let your guard down. Let bygones be bygones. We're at the final end game. What is it? Are we going to lie to ourselves? We can't anymore because we've peeled back the layer. The curtain is open. Are we going to move forward with this or not? And that's kind of where we're at. And I think Spirit is deliberately not showing what decision this person is going to make, because we do have free will here, but that is right around the corner. So 3 to 6 months. I can pull one card here for the 2 of Cups, despite what Spirit was showing us, just to see kind of what we see, and then I will hop into pile number 2. All right, Spirit, why do we got this 2 of Cups in reverse? What is this person deciding? Because 2 is about choice. 4 of Wands. So it is a choice about, this is my twin flame card, by the way, but this choice about stability, about what it is they want to build. You know, this is marriage, this is unity, this is coming together to build a family, to build, you know, a blended family, bring 2 people together so that they could build a home. It's like, you know, what decision do I, as your person, need to make in order to build the stability that I want for me, for the future, okay? And they might be lying to themselves still a little bit, I feel here. I'm not going to lie, because I think they're still a little shocked about you being this Empress and them not giving you or showing you or feeling for you outwardly in a way that they actually feel inside, okay? So it's difficult for them to accept this, water under the bridge, and then make this much needed decision to move things forward, drop their guards. All right, so wow, that's what I see here for pile number 1. I hope this made sense for somebody out there and this helped clarify. I love you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out my jewelry at prairievintagejewelry.com if you're interested, and love and light. We'll see you soon, guys. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you picked the Tarot del Toro, then this is your reading. I apologize for the crappy lighting here. I am in the middle of Canada in January where there's absolutely no lighting and my lighting sucks. So hopefully you can see pile 1 went really long. We went into a lot of detail, and I plan to get to the bottom of this as well. We're going to be taking a look at your situation, your connection with your person. How are they feeling? Where are things at? Can we see their intentions? And then we'll take a look at their actions to see how things are going to move forward. We'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message here for pile number 2. Spirit, please do not let my past or present experiences cloud my judgment in communicating this message to pile number 2. Clear and concise. Thank you so much. I am so grateful. And pile number 2, I'm so blessed for you allowing me to tap into your energy of you and your person. Thank you so much. All right, let's take a look at what we have. Now I'm going to shuffle until I feel comfortable, which might take a bit, but that's a-okay. Now, if you were drawn to another pile, feel free to go check that out. You could be connecting to your own energy more than your person's. So there might be another pile here with a message for you, which is very, very common, especially in my readings. Sometimes all 3 are connected, but we'll see. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It helps me to really attune to energies. of my subscribers, so I know what sort of readings to do. All right, so first card we have here, we got the 10 of Wands. Okay, Spirit, how's pile number one's person feeling right now? What are they feeling about pile number one? How are they feeling about this connection? What's going on with pile number two? Pile number two's person. How's pile number two's person feeling? All right, so we got the 10 of Wands. We got the 5 of Cups. Now, these cards don't really have a reversal because they can be read either which way, but we will catch any blocks that we feel. Let's keep going, Spirit. Pile number two's person, how are they feeling right now? How's pile number two's person feeling right now? Thank you so much. All right, we got 8 of Pentacles. We got the Valet of Blades, which is the Page of Swords. And we got the 6 of Pentacles. I'm going to keep going. We're going to do one more row below here. Why is the 10 of Wands here, Spirit? What's with the 10 of Wands? Got the Queen of Wands in reverse. Is this wrong? Or sorry, upright. This upright. Okay. Spirit's saying it's upright. Oh, we got the Page of Wands. Ooh, lots of Wands energy starting off the spread. So lots of fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius we're seeing. A little bit of air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well. 8 of Cups right in the middle with the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so 8s could be significant. You could be seeing 88. 4 of Wands and one more. Ooh, okay, somebody knows what they want. 9 of Cups. Yeah, somebody knows what they want. As I flip the getting one's wants. Okay, did not see these cards. You saw me shuffle live. I see and I feel as though you know what it is you want. However, this is about how your person is feeling. Okay, so I think there might be some changes here as far as what you're probably not expecting to hear or see. So let's get into it. I feel as though there is definitely a heaviness right now in this connection, okay? Because there is this heavy sadness, there's this regret, there's like looking back on a situation that's causing a lot of heavy heart. I feel like there's this heavy heart, even though I'm not seeing cups, like cups is in the 3 of Swords. I'm seeing cups. I feel like there's this heaviness of emotion that's giving me 3 of Swords type energy, okay? Even though I'm not seeing the 3 of Swords. And I feel like, because we were seeing this kind of coming in reverse, I'm feeling as though you definitely aren't wanting to put yourself in a situation where you're not getting what it is that you want, okay? And I feel as though your person is understanding where you're coming from, and they also don't want to have this 5 of Cups, heavy heart, energy all around them. Like they just don't want to experience that anymore. And I feel like both of you guys are kind of manifesting and bringing in what it is you want with the Queen of Cups. This is beautiful energy of someone who knows what they want and is manifesting it into their life, right? And with the Queen of Cups, she manifests and brings in a lot of stuff, okay? Sometimes she manifests things she does not necessarily want because she is a queen manifester, okay? But I am feeling like in this situation, there's an identifying of what it is that you don't want, and you're moving away from it in order to get what it is that you want. And I feel like your person is also on the same page as you, believe it or not. I don't know if that's new news or old news, but I feel like they have been for a bit, and maybe if you have real good intuition, maybe you sense this already. Your person wants to have a communication with you because Page of Wands is starting a communication, okay? And this communication is very direct. I see here putting in effort, putting in energy. This is detail. This is being dedicated to getting something together and putting in enough energy as it takes in order to build something, okay? Because we see in the 8 of Pentacles, in the traditional 8 of Pentacles, a guy kind of hammering out these pentacles, making them just right, putting in enough energy. And I mean, if this, for some of you guys, maybe you guys work around your person, or maybe your person's been very involved in work, but I'm really feeling as though this is an effort around this connection specifically in order to prevent this this, which is this heaviness and this Five of Cups that they don't want to feel, but also that possibly you have either one, walked away already from this connection, or have put out the ultimatum, I was going to say threatened, that you're willing to do whatever it takes to find your emotional happiness, okay? So your person recognizes that, and they want to communicate to you that they're willing to do this and walk away from what wasn't emotionally working, what they didn't want to attract, what you didn't want to attract. They want to have this communication. And I feel like your person has probably already come to you, okay? So depending on where you fall with the energy, this is in my past position. So I feel like maybe within the last little bit, maybe your person has now finally started talking to you if you're in a period of no contact, or if you're with someone who has been avoidant of having a conversation, they might have started opening up about this conversation. But I feel like you'd know, because I don't feel like this is someone who's going to beat around the bush anymore, okay? This is someone who's going to come and say, I recognize and understand that there needs to be a level of dedication, a high level of dedication from me in order for you to stay and for us to make things work, okay? And I feel like this is a very honest communication with the Page of Swords. This is feelings, by the way, okay? So we're not seeing actions yet, so don't get too yippity-doo-dah yet, okay? But this is very strong, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if their actions are showing this unless your person's a big flake. But anyway, communication, okay? Blades is swords, and swords is communication. Because we have the page, pages are also communication. Swords are also a knowing. Swords is coming forward with a communication of a truth, okay? And the truth of the matter is they want stability with this Four of Wands. This is my twin flame card. If you believe in soulmates, my 1111. But if you don't believe in any of that, it's a stability within a connection. Two people coming together to build, right? Mixed families, whatever it takes to build a solid foundation, a stable foundation in order to build on, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. There's a communication about this. There has to be a communication about this, or else there's this walking away, okay? And now what we don't see yet is whether your person is having this communication about, I don't want to put in this energy and this effort, and I recognize that you're going to walk away, and you say, well, I recognize that this is what I want, okay? That's definitely a possibility. We're going to take a look at what your person's actions are, but I see your person thinking about having a conversation about what it's going to take in order to provide the stability and prevent this walking away either which way, because I believe they definitely know how it is that you feel. And for the record, your person's absolutely attracted to you, like hands down, like thinks you're the cat's meow, okay? This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if I didn't say so, but you're absolutely gorgeous. They are totally enamored by your beauty. And yeah, I feel your person really desires you, okay? So now, we're still in feelings here. We see the Six of Pentacles and we see the Nine of Cups. So yes, I feel as though this person in their feels is that they want to have a give and take of energy, okay? Not just emotions, not just the feelings. This is like a give and take of energy, of input, in order to get what it is that they want, which is the ultimate fulfillment with you, okay? You're their ultimate fulfillment. You're their wish come true. Now, we do see the Nine of Cups here, and the Nine of Cups is someone's personal fulfillment, okay? What's personally fulfilling them? There could be a sense of not really fulfilling you in such a way that you get your full fulfillment, but we do see this person wanting to balance things so that they can have their own fulfillment, okay? Whatever that fulfillment means to them, and they might want to give you what it is that they need to give you in order for them to get their own fulfillment, okay? So let's take a look now at the next layer here. Spirit, we're going to see one more layer here for pile number 3 regarding their person, their intentions. Okay, so we see the King of Swords in reverse. What else do we see here, Spirit? Okay. The Ten of Swords. All right. Spirit. We got the Lovers in the middle. We got the Ace of Wands in reverse. got the Six of Swords. Why is this King of Swords here in reverse, Spirit? What's with this King of Swords? Seven of Wands. Okay. Why is the Ten of Swords here? See the Knight of Cups. Okay, why is the Lovers here? What's going on with the Lovers? Seven of Cups. Okay, and I feel this is in reverse, even though, I mean, the numbers are kind of like playing cards, so you don't really get a reverse or upright with this deck, but because the central graphic here is upside down, I'm feeling that one is in reverse. All right, why is the Ace of Wands here, Spirit? What's with this Ace of Wands? Three of Wands, okay. And what's going on here with the Six of Swords? Why do we have Six of Swords? Eight of Wands, okay. Your person understands that they need to do something, okay? They totally understand. They can't not do anything right now, okay? They're totally in a position right now where they can't stay in their head too much longer. In fact, they know they have to get out of their head. Now, we're not seeing actions because I did one more layer just to kind of get a deeper understanding of how they're feeling. They're putting an end to this King of Swords, okay? This King of Swords who's been inactive, who's been in their head, who's been more interested in matters of the mind than they are matters of the heart, who's been trying to logically make sense of things. They're putting an end to that whole shenagle, okay? I feel like they've been very defensive in trying to, you know, be King of Swords-ish, and defensive in how they wanted to proceed, to move forward as this Knight of Cups, to offer you this cup of love. And right smack dab in the middle, we have the Lovers and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So there's been an identification, okay, through all this King of Swords energy that's been exerted, that's now over and done with. And this is past energy here. Energy flows, so you could certainly still be experiencing this, but I'm looking at current energy here for the bulk of you guys who clicked on this timeless reading. There is this need to make a decision. Your person is clear. Anything that was confusing, anything that seemed like a bunch of options or muddled thinking is now clear, okay? It is clear. A decision needs to be made, okay? So it's either you or someone else. It's either you or they choose to do what they've continued doing in the past. It's either you or whatever they love to do on the side. It's a decision that needs to be made. And I feel as though, you know, if you guys have given your person an ultimatum, this could definitely be why. But if you have not, your person feels as though there's an ultimatum. They feel as though they can no longer be in their King of Swords mental state. They have to move forward with this Knight of Cups, okay? And make this decision to move forward with this Knight of Cups, or else, yeah, potentially this connection can even be over, okay? So now let's take a look at future energies here. I feel like your person is in this state, so they haven't yet, I mean, this is probably why you're here, because if you're not confident in which way your person is going or feeling, they would have communicated this to you, unless they have and you feel like they aren't being truthful. But I feel like this person, when they tell you this, I think you're totally going to believe them. I think this is a believable person because they are King of Swords. I don't think a King of Swords would say something they don't mean. So what I'm feeling very heavily is that they haven't told you that they haven't told you yet in which way they're swaying. And I feel like their King of Swords mental energy, they've already thoughts through up, down, left, right of what it is they want to do. And now they want to communicate what this is because it's clear to them. However, okay, and there is a however, your person is not feeling totally gung-ho about a future because they are uncomfortable with the idea of not knowing or not wanting, or there's something about the future here, potential within this connection, that's they're not totally feeling like they want to go. And this is probably why there's been some hang-up, right? Because they've been King of Swords. Maybe they were trying to make sense of something. Maybe there's something here that in order to move forward with this decision, there has to be an ending to something, right? An ending. And they're kind of focused a little bit on what they don't want with this, I see with this Ace of Wands in reverse and with this Three of Wands regarding the future, planning for future, Ace of Wands in reverse, I feel like there is this, yeah, there's this not wanting, okay? Now, I think because we see here with the future situation with this Six of Swords and this Eight of Wands that your person is going to be very spontaneous, and they also do not want to be in this state. This state is over. The Ten of Swords means over, over, and done with. There's no going back to this state, okay? They don't want to go back to this state. Maybe you've told them, maybe ultimatum again. I keep hearing this ultimatum, but the Ten of Swords means it's over, can never go back to what it was. And I feel with the Six of Swords, this is moving away from a situation that was causing a lot of mental anguish that your person doesn't even want to be in, okay? So I feel like despite the hesitation here and the future of the moving on, there's a greater desire to move away from anguish and make a decision to move forward in a way that's more peaceful, that's going to bring them what they want, and it's spontaneous, it's movement. Both of these can mean travel. Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands is quick travel, distance, going from one place to another, communication. I do feel like your person is still carrying some baggage, so to speak, because of the, you know, they're kind of looking at what it is maybe they don't want so much in this future for them, not necessarily with you, just their future. There's something about moving in this direction in their future that they're not liking, that they're clear about, that's going to have to happen in order for them to extend this cup of love. So now let's take a look at, yeah, we're going to clear this like we did for pile number 1 so that we can have all the cards back again, but we're going to do future actions for pile number 2. Spirit, can we see how's pile number 2's person going to act? What actions are they going to take? What are they going to do to move forward here? Are they going to do what they want to do? Does it line up with their feelings? What are they going to do? Thank you so much, Spirit. What is pile number 2 going to do in this situation with pile number 2? What's her person going to do? Five of Wands. These 2. Ooh, look at this Ace of Wands. We know got it up right. Okay, we see the Four of Swords. What else do we have? The Emperor in reverse, or upright spirits. That's in reverse, okay. The Ace of Cups. Why is the 5? Okay. Got the Six of Wands. Why is the Ace of Wands here? And we got the Six of Pentacles. Why is the Four of Swords here? We got... You guys are cute. Five of Swords. We got the Empress and the Emperor. We got the Five of Swords. All right. And we got the Nine of Wands. And bottom of the deck, we got the Ten of Swords. Okay, so definitely an ending to an era. Okay. Now, we're looking at how your person is moving forward. I feel as though because your person is still in a state of limbo, so to speak. They know they can't be in their mental state, but they're feeling very conflicted because we have the Five of Wands, which is this inner conflict that's happening. Okay. And the inner conflict is really the desire to move forward. Like the Ace of Wands is this spark of inspiration, this want to drive forward, this hope, this newness. And I feel like in the actions here, I mean, there's no better card for inaction than the Four of Swords. This is like not taking action. This is like resting. This is taking a period of pause, okay? I feel like the ego is definitely in play here because we see the Six of Wands here under the Five of Wands. So the inner conflict is about ego, is about what it is that they want for themselves, what it is that they desire for themselves, knowing that there's going to have to be this give and take with these pentacles in order for you, the Empress here, I'm assuming this is you. Now you can resonate with either the Emperor or the Empress, but I'm going to take this as your energy. And I feel like your person is going to be in a period of having to acknowledge to themselves during a period of reflection, who you are and what you mean to them as this Empress. The Empress is the divine feminine, okay? It's all the queens in one. It's a mother, it's abundance, it's joy, it's ultimately their divine counterpart. And they're being a little bit of a stubborn person. They're being a little bit of a mama's boy. They're being a little bit of immature, because when we see the ego card here, I use this as ego, and the Emperor in reverse is also ego. You're getting a lot of Five of Swords energy. This is somebody who is acting in such a way, doing certain things that aren't pleasant and causing pain for both sides, themselves and for others involved. And I believe that's you. So saying hurtful things, doing silly acts that don't cause any sort of resolution. And because this is in actions, I feel like your person is still stuck in this energy, okay? This is some future energies too. Current, so actions, period of pause, still identifying whether you're the Empress, and then being stuck in this Emperor reverse with this Five of Swords energy, because of the fact that they know that the next step is going to have to be extending this cup of love. And with the Nine of Wands, it's a cup of love and protecting themselves at the same time, because once they extend this cup of love, it's open, it's vulnerable, there's like an openness, and I feel like they are still really guarded in their Nine of Wands in this position. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior still standing their ground, but it's also, I find, the stubborn card. It's like, I'm going to stand here and stand my ground and prove my point, and it's like ego, 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 right? To not have to extend this cup of love, which is kind of the state, because we're asking about actions. And this could be 3 to 6 months, 1 to 6 months, probably closer to 3. But let's take a look at this Ace of Cups and see what's going on here. I didn't do this for the other pile, but I'm curious. Maybe I did, I don't remember. But I want to see what's going on here with this Ace of Cups. What's going on with this Ace of Cups, guys? Yeah, this king still in the, see that inner conflict, what we saw with that King of Swords at the beginning in reverse, knew they couldn't go back there. In fact, the Ten of Swords meant that mentality was over. There's this conflict to move past being King of Swords. By the way, King of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Yeah, this person is something else. Okay. So King of Swords, still up in their head about it, but I feel like because we saw that Ten of Swords, that there is this end of that type of that position they were taking as the King of Swords is definitely over. So I'm not quite sure here if, you know, they're taking another stance in a different area, but yeah, okay, so there's definitely a need to stabilize this connection. We're seeing the Four of Wands again, which again, like I said, this is my twin flame. We have the Emperor, the Empress, the 1111 card, which is the Four of Wands. Moving forward, making that decision that they know is going to bring that stability. First, they got to extend the cup of love. They know they got to do this, right, as the King of Swords, in order to build the stability. And I'm going to pull one more here with the Emperor in reverse, just to take a look at what's with the stubborn attitude here. What's the deal here with this Emperor in reverse? Death, and the Death was in reverse. So guys, I feel like, yeah, definitely this attitude is going to change, but what you're feeling right now is them resisting this transformation, this resistance. Death in reverse is a transformation, a rebirth, a clearing of old to make way for the new. With it in reverse, it's like someone's still hanging on to the old, all right, still hanging on to the old way. But yeah, definitely going to be an end to this stubbornness, maybe an ego death in order to move forward, to extend the cup of love. That's what I see here for pile number 2. Wow, that was an interesting reading. I hope you guys resonated. Leave a like, leave a comment. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't done so, please do so I know what type of readings that you'd like. And I wanted to thank my original subscribers for their support. I am so grateful for reaching 500 subs. That is awesome. I love it. All right, we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys. Hello, beautiful pile number 3. If you pick the Modern Witch Tarot deck, then this will be your reading. Sorry for the lighting. It's getting darker and darker. The first 2 piles took quite some time. We were diving in really, really deep because we wanted to get to the bottom of it. Because you know me, I'm like a dog on a bone trying to get the truth. I do feel this card here. But what I wanted to say was we will be taking a look at your person, your current situation, how they're feeling about this connection, how they're feeling about you, their intentions, their actions. And yeah, we'll get to the bottom of what's going on here between you and your person on your mind, okay? So if you do tap into your own sort of energy and how you're feeling about a situation, then you might want to go ahead out to another pile and feel what your person might be feeling. But this is going to be a collective reading here for pile number, whoever picked pile number 3. So Spirit, clear and concise for pile number 3. What are the person, for pile number 3, what is their person feeling? What are their intentions? How are they feeling about pile number 3 in this connection? Thank you so much. And pile number 3, I'm so blessed. Thank you so much. I'm going to ring the bell, so pause or mute, whatever, not pause, mute the audio so that I don't startle you. I feel like, yeah, pile number 2 is really something. All right. So if you're drawn to any of the other piles, feel free to go check them out. Thank you, Spirit. Clear and concise message. Please do not allow my current or past experiences cloud my judgments for this reading. Be clear and concise. And pile number 3, thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy, you and your person. Thank you, thank you. All right, so first card that we had was the 4 of Wands. We got the 3 Cups, upright or reverse. It is upright, Spirit said. All right. Got the King of Cups. Okay. We got the Page of Pentacles. Ooh, okay, I was going to say everything's perfect. Why are you here? But okay. So 3 of Swords. We got the King of Swords upright or reverse. It's upright. Okay. Why is the 3 of Cups here? The Sun upright or reverse. Upright. Okay. King of Cups in the middle. We got 8 of Swords, 7 of Cups upright or reverse. Reverse, okay. Ace of Pentacles. Why is that here, Spirit? What's going on with this Ace of Pentacles? 2 more again. What do we got? 5. Oh gosh, jumping from the 5 of Pentacles to the 10 of Cups. Okay. And finally for the 3 of Swords. What's going on with this 3 of Swords? Why is the 3 of Swords here, Spirit? We got the 3 of Wands upright. Okay. Yowzer. Now, take what resonates. Do not try to force this message. If it's not for you, leave it behind. Okay, there might just be a part of this that resonates. There might be all of it that resonates or some of it, but I'll leave that to your discretion. I'm just going to communicate what Spirit's coming out to say. I feel as though there is a connection here that is a little bit non-standard, okay? So it could definitely be like 2 masculines. Don't click away just yet, because that's not the bulk of or the thrust of what I'm feeling here, but might be a message for someone, and I'd rather choose the important message over the shotgun message for everyone that someone needs to hear, okay? So what I'm really hearing is that if there's someone here that has like a masked 2 males in a connection, then this reading is most likely your reading here. But if it's not, then don't try to force any of that, because in fact, if you take a look at this King of Swords, this is dressed like a woman. Okay, so could very well be just even a divine feminine that's really in her power, that is very much maybe a tomboy, maybe just someone who is in their emperor power, right? More their empress power, but that's what I'm feeling. But anyway, so we got King of Swords energy here, which I believe is you, okay, whether you're resonating with female or male, but this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. sun, moon, or rising. And then we also have here with the water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, heavy Leo presence here as well. Okay. Now I feel as though, taking it off with the King of Swords, you are, this could probably be the flip of one of the first or two piles, but I feel like you are, I just heard a message, don't shoot the messenger, but you're divine masculine, but you don't feel like you are. You feel like you're on the outside. What you're expected to be in this connection, or how you feel you're supposed to be, is not how you feel. So you're putting up this front almost, but I mean, you're fooling your person and you're also fooling me, okay? Because I mean, well, you're not fooling me because I saw through it, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you look pretty confident, but I'm intuitive, so I saw right through it. And maybe you feel like your person's intuitive and they could see kind of through it, but I feel like there's been a lot of transformation, and I feel like you've really transformed in order to step into this energy that you're feeling. And I want to give you a total thumbs up, because I feel like you are moving in a direction that is empowering you in this connection, okay? And I feel as though you want your stability, you know, who doesn't? I mean, stability can mean different things for different people. I mean, the Four of Wands is my 1111 card, which is twin flame, soulmate connection, but it could just mean, you know, building something that is stable, that is going to stand the test of time. It's the foundation of something. Unity, marriage, coming together, mixed families, building something together, celebrations. This means celebration. Like, you couldn't get more celebration than these two cards here with the Three of Cups and the Four of Wands. This is happiness, this is joy. Then to boot it off, we have the Sun. Like, wow. So either, you know, and again, this is supposed to be about your person, okay? So you might want to flip the script, because I could very well be reading your person as you right now. I don't know. So just make sense of it. Four of Wands, Three of Cups, Sun. Happy, happy, happy. Like, I'm hearing, I'm so happy is what I'm hearing, okay? So somebody else very happy. And the fact that it's King of Swords, like, Kings of Swords is stoic. King of Swords doesn't show this joy. So I feel this big happiness. It's looking quite like trying to pretend not to smile, but we definitely see a smile under this. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing kicking off. And we did ask about your person's feelings. So somehow I'm picking up that this is my viewer's energy. Okay, I'm picking up this is viewer energy, not necessarily your person, but we'll see where this all goes. I'm picking up this is your person. And person here, I feel, is King of Cups. So it doesn't have to be masculine energy, but when we get King of Cups, it's someone who's in tune with their emotions, you know, not very active. They just kind of sit there feeling in their feels. And I feel like the reason they're feeling in their feels is because they're not acting on what it is that either they desire to do, or that they know what it is of them that they need to do. They're kind of stuck. And why they're stuck, I mean, it could be a bunch of million things for different people, but it's their own, what it is that they tell themselves. This is like the Eight of Swords is the mental prison that we put ourselves in, because either there's some untruths, we limit ourselves in a situation where we tell ourselves there's no out. Maybe we believe something that's not true. We think that there's some confined way that we have to act because of some boundary or some limitation that we're putting on ourselves or other people are putting on us that we start to believe. But it's around making a decision and choosing what's best for us. And the fact that I see this in reverse, it could be a long period of time not knowing what one wants, because there's clouded vision and a lot of options. But I feel like for this person, your person, they know what they want, but they feel like they can't act on it. Okay, I feel like, and I feel for a lot of them, they finally know what it is that they want. I just feel like they can't act on it. And then I see them kind of daydreaming about what they want to do. And they want to offer this pentacle, which is grounding this connection, planting the first seed, offering something that's going to start and kick off this connection to the next stage. And they want to get out of this Five of Pentacles feeling, which is out in the cold, being without, and offering this pentacle so that they can get their emotional fulfillment. Okay, so I feel I feel as though this person feels as though they don't have anything to give Okay, this is totally clear now for me. So this is why they're frozen. They want their emotional fulfillment. They're in their feels. What they're telling themselves is, I have to give something, take a step. So not necessarily give you a ring or give you a car or give you something tangible, but I have to put something in the 3D. I have to manifest something that's going to be promising. I have to say, you know, I'm going to call you every week, or I'm going to move in with you, or I'm going to be your committed boyfriend, or I'm going to be your committed girlfriend, or I'm going to do something that solidifies this connection. And right now, your person feels as though they can't give you any of that. They don't know what to give to you. They don't know. And again, they don't know because they're in this 8 of Swords. They feel like they can't, you know, they feel like they can't give you a commitment, or they feel like they can't move in, or they feel like they know what they want. They've already decided. I feel like they've been clear about this now recently because this is current energy, but they're like, I have to get out of this 5 of Pentacles, give something that I don't know that I have, because I want my 10 of Cups. I want my emotional fulfillment, my full 10 of Cups. Okay, this is full emotional fulfillment. Your person knows what they want as far as emotions. Because cups, 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 happy, 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 happy. I'm so happy. Like, this person's happy, right? This is what I see completely over here, okay? Like, clear as mud. If you don't resonate with this, probably not your pile, because I would say this is like the thrust of this reading. Now, because of this state, your person feels heartbreak. It's like, I don't have anything to ground this. I can't offer anything. I'm like low confidence. I have nothing. Who am I? What do I have to give such a beautiful thing that makes me happy, or a beautiful person, or my King of Swords, who's so smart, who's so intelligent, who's so beautiful, who's so confident, you know? And now I'm picking up, if this is you, you know, you're stepping into your confidence. Maybe this is new for you, right? Like, you, the viewer, you've transformed recently into this confident person. Maybe you've just put boundaries. Maybe you've made a realization. And this person is like, how do I move forward in this to get my 10 of Cups? And they're heartbroken, looking at the future. This is 3 of Wands. This is waiting for your ships to come in. This is planning, preparation, putting things in action in order to build for the future. And there's this heartbreak around it. Like, maybe I can't plan for the future. Maybe I have nothing for the future here that's going to give me this 10 of Cups that we both want, or that I feel is going to fulfill me. Again, 8 of Swords being the central theme. It's like someone telling themselves they have nothing, or something's holding them back. Okay, so let's do another layer here for pile number 3's person. How are they feeling? What are their intentions before we get into actions? Spirit for pile number 3, clear and concise. Thank you so much. Now you guys will be singing that happy song. Maybe I'll post the link below in your pile, so if you don't know that song, you can listen to it. It's really cute. All right, Spirit, pile number 3, feelings, intentions. Just gonna make sure I'm still recording. Yes, all right. Okay, what do we got? Knight of Swords, Separator, Reverse. We'll see. I'll lay all the cards out and then we'll see. High Priestess. Ooh, 2 coming out. The Hierophant, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit's telling me to flip. Do the flippity-doo-dah. Okay. And next one. Strength. Tower. Why is the Knight of Swords here in reverse? Star. Why is the High Priestess here in Spirit? 8 of Pentacles. Why is the Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles here? 5 of Cups in reverse. That is the Knight. Yes. Why is the Strength in reverse? Empress. All right. And why do we have the Tower? Death. Guys, you're like so magical. Your person thinks the world of you. If you don't know that, if they haven't told you in detail, I wish I could like send these energies to you so you can feel how happy I am and how happy you make your person feel. Okay. High Priestess, the Empress. Like, these are so beautiful. This is like Queen. Queen of the world. Okay. The Empress is this like mystic. Nobody can touch the high priestess. Everybody wants her. She's so amazing, intuitive, and magical. And the empress is like full of abundance. It's all queens in one. She's just absolutely breathtaking. This is the divine feminine. Okay, so I feel your person feels for you in such a way. Now, again, you can resonate with masculine or feminine, but I just feel like your person's really seeing you in such a precious light, like your abundance to them. Okay, so let's get into the reading. We're still in the feels. We haven't really moved to the actions quite yet, but with the Knight of Swords in reverse, this could be somebody who is sneaky, who's like, you know, snooping, who's not really fully in their best light. And I feel like your person, this is the kicking card, the kickoff card, I guess, if you will, to this reading or to this layer. So I feel like the thrust of what I'm feeling here for your person is that they recognize their behavior has been shady, or at least not on the up and up. They haven't been acting in their highest potential with the high priestess here. There is a knowing that they could do better than how they've been behaving as this Knight of Swords in reverse. Like, what is that all about, right? They know it. Okay, in order for them to get their wish come true, which is the star. Yeah, star, high priestess, empress, like, you're the wish come true. You are what they want. This is Aquarius, by the way. So it might be resonating with Aquarius. And we have Taurus right here. We have some Scorpio, some Leo. But okay, so wish come true. They recognize they haven't been in their most authentic self. They haven't been acting in a way, right? Like they might have said some immature stuff. They've been kind of childish. They've been a little bit, yeah, playing dirty. And then because the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is like somebody who's either thinks they're too good for putting in effort or energy, or just like not like haphazardly doing something without focusing, putting in energy and effort. It's like, could be somebody overqualified for a job, but could also be somebody who's just not qualified to put something together. It's just, yeah, the energy hasn't been dedicated and focused on what is important here. Okay, and we have major arcana, like they know. Okay, major arcana, there's this knowing that you are this wish come true, this star, right? And the way you make them happy, I would definitely agree that they know this. So there's this heaviness about how they've been acting, because we have the Hierophant in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like what's been holding your person back with this Knight of Pentacles, being able to move forward with this Pentacle, for one, they haven't been putting in the energy, so it's blocked because of this Hierophant in reverse. This type of attitude where it's like, you know, I'm going to stay behind these prison walls till I die type attitude. I don't know if that made sense. I don't even know why I said that. But like that type of an attitude, like I'm going to walk off this cliff just to prove a point. It's like this mindset of, it's almost, yeah, it's immature, but to the point of sticking to a tradition, sticking to something that they thought that they were raised to believe or to know, so much so that they're walking off the cliff. And that's very frustrating, okay? It's like if God wanted us to fly, he'd give us wings, like type attitude. I don't know where these things are coming from. Very weird that I'm saying that. So maybe that's something for someone. But this is causing them complete and utter regret, remorse, sadness, and they're coming out of this, okay? They're trying to come out of this mindset. And with the Strength in reverse, I feel like your person is really battling, trying to come out of this negative energy mindset, Five of Cups, but they're forcing their way out of it. I mean, major arcana, 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 like they have to come out of it, okay? This is like the most I've ever seen of being thrusted upon them to break out of this, right? Like the strength is not only strength to plow forward, but the strength to control oneself, to pull back when one needs to, and hold back childish actions and ways of being. It's like strength, but within a reverse, it's like someone battling, trying to battle. And I feel like they're really wanting to do this because obviously they see the Empress, they see their 10 of Cups. They really want to get to this state, okay? So I feel as though, because we're still kind of doing feelings though, I see as though major arcana happening has nothing to do with them doing something that's going to control a situation, regardless of how much they want to control it. There's the Tower, there's the Death, okay? That's an ending, That's ripping the rug from under them. That's a change in a situation that flips everything upside down. That causes this death. There's a clearing. It's over. It's over, done with, whatever state that we were dealing with. Knight of Swords, Five of Cups, Eight of Swords, all that type of imbalance is changed. Okay, now we're going to do actions and see why this has changed. But before we do that, I'm going to see if we can get for the Tower and one card here for the Death, just to take a look. Now, this is energy that may have already flowed through, so only you'll know where you're kind of at. I read this as past energy, present, and then future, but really how this layer is coming up, this is painting a full picture right now of what's going on all together. Not really seeing, like, I am seeing past actions that were immature, and I am seeing, you know, this knowing, but everything's kind of blending in together. So it could possibly be that something's happened in order to put an end to that situation. Maybe you're in no contact with your person. Maybe they've had a realization of sorts that they don't want to be in this Five of Cups so much, but I still feel like they're hanging on to this way of life, this mindset of being, this understanding of knowledge that they think is proper or right, because that's how they've always been or thought or lived their life. And they're resisting, or at least maybe they feel weak, that they can't control the situation because they see this Tower happening. So it's like this Tower is happening and they have no control over it. It's going to happen one way or another. There's this death. Okay, so let's see actions. Oh, sorry, not actions. I'm going to clarify before I do that. Okay, Spirit's saying this is going to be actions. I'm clarifying this Tower. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Clarifying Tower, clarifying Tower. Five of Wands, upright. Okay, and Death card. Spirit, clarify the Death for us, please. Why is the Death card here? We got the Fool. Okay, yes. So after death, tarot is so funny. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. After the death, right, the ending is a new beginning. Is zero. It's the Fool. It's now starting anew. It's this naive energy. This Fool is ready to take a risk into an area they don't know anything about, but they're open. They have no resentment. They're not holding grudges. They're not in their Knight of Swords. They're just moving forward in a direction. Okay. There is conflict about this. There's conflict about having upheaval. There is inner conflict about moving in a direction that's going to be new, right? Another major arcana. Conflict, battling, resisting. Okay, so let's take a look at actions. King of Wands, upright. This is going to roll away. Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords, Hermit, King of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Moon in reverse. 3 more cards, Spirit, for the actions here for pile number 3. Ace of Cups, 2 aces in the middle. Oh my goodness. Okay, why is the Hermit here, Spirit? Oh, an ace. I didn't even see that. 10 of Wands in reverse and Queen of Pentacles. Oof, why do we have extra queens? Okay, let's see. What's going on here with the doubly-dibbly queens? Okay, so King of Wands. This is action, okay? Love seeing action starting with the King of Wands. This is, and the Ace of Wands. This is like, if there was no action, there's action. And this is new beginning, okay? So there's action for sure. Kicking it off. The King of Wands is someone who goes after what they want. Nothing's going to stop them. They're going to act. They're going to strike when the iron's hot. They're going to take the risk, and they're going to do whatever it takes to take a chance in an area so that they can optimize their own opportunity for themselves. Okay, so King of Wands is the type of person in a room that's going to go after what they want. Very attractive and desirable. Okay, so we have your Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So to kick it off, this is what we have. Your person is having major anxiety, sleepless nights, complete fear. Now the Moon I normally read as deception when it's in reverse, but this could mean like major fear. This could be, and the fact that we have this 9 of Swords above it, it's like, yeah, they're having major anxiety. Okay, they're scared that they don't know fully well what this newness is going to bring, and they feel like they have to start everything new. Like this Fool. Now I see why it was such a big, like, death and then Fool. Like, new Ace of Wands, new Ace of Cups, new Ace of Swords. This is a new mindset. This is a new way of speaking, a new understanding of the connection. This is a new emotional beginning. This is a new desire, a new spark of inspiration of how they want to move forward. And all of this newness is giving them major anxiety. Okay, and they know they need to act in this King of Wands. So I think your person is either used to being King of Wands and going after what they want. Like, that's just how they are, I feel. They're a go-getter, they drive. So it's like everything or nothing I'm feeling from this person, because all these aces. I feel like your person's like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right. I got to do it all. Everything starts from the ground up. And that's hella scary, okay, with the moon in reverse. I don't see deception here at all, okay, with this moon. But just for those of you guys who are curious, we will get a clarifier here for the moon in reverse and see what's going on here with this moon in reverse, Spirit. Yeah. mega fear both ways. Mega fear in losing you, okay? Do not want to lose you. If they don't act, there's sleepless nights, anxiety, like mental anguish, like don't want to lose you. This is like losing your partner, right? Like a relationship being over. And they know that you're this Empress, right? So, and yeah, look at that with the Four of Wands, or stability that they want. So this way, it's also fear, it's emotions, but it's like knowing they have to move forward with this connection with you, right? So it's like either I move forward with the connection with this person and I'm super scared, or I'm like really scared and super terrified and held back because I'm scared I'm going to lose this person. So maybe they feel like if they act in all these new ways, they may lose you regardless, okay? Or they don't know maybe that what they're going to do is going to win you over. All right, so actions. Fart in the wind, fart in the wind, fart in the wind, okay? So don't get too excited, but I mean, King of Cups is going to act. But right here, he's just acting on having anxiety. Right here, he's acting on like just having fears and having anxiety about the fears and what could happen. This is just a need or a want to have a communication, a need or a want to be honest, a need or a want to accept the truth, a need or a want for an emotional new beginning, to start anew, and a need or a want to be inspired to move in a new direction than they have in the past. So concepts, okay? Concepts of newness. Now, Hermit, also in action. The Hermit goes inward, introspective look. What's going on? Taking a look. And I feel like your person is really overwhelmed. Again, with this 10 of Wands, this is overwhelmed. Like 10 of Wands upright is an overburdened. Upright can mean the bulk of it is done and helps on its way and you're offloading. But I feel like with this one in reverse, they are really really overwhelmed, okay? And the more they think about it, the more they're in their Two of Swords, thinking about how they could lose you, or how scared they are if they got to make a move here, and what if you don't accept them, and it's this cycle, okay? We have two queens here. Okay, so for those of you guys who resonate with there being a second divine feminine energy here, it could mean that your person has to leave a situation behind with the Two of Cups in reverse. This person might not be on the up and no, because remember I said this wasn't deception, but no, their intentions to leave or break it off in order to have a new beginning with you. Okay, I don't feel like this is the other way around at all, okay, because you're here, viewer, and you're watching this. This is a new beginning with you in every single which way that's causing massive anxiety in a current situation that they already have stability in, and they've been deceptive and sneaky. You probably already know about this. Maybe neither of you guys feel good about it, but that is what it is. Not saying that I condone this at all, but I mean, who am I to judge? I'm just communicating what's going on. And your person's been really taking a look at what's best for them. They want to move forward. It's very heavy, and I could see why, because they have to break it off with this other person, okay? Now, I don't know which one you are. I see the Queen of Cups here, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I also see the Queen of Pentacles, which is Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Do not click off if you're not in a third-party situation, okay? Now, I don't want to hear third party can mean this person is blah, 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 choosing their work, choosing whatever. No, this is two scenarios. I mean, obviously it's not this black and white, so kind of fit within this confines. But if you're not in a third party with this person, with another person, there is no other third party, okay? It's a third party situation that you know of. Your person has to leave their foundation. They're anxious about it. They got to break up with this person, and they're happy, happy, happy with you. So they know what they want. What they want is a new emotional beginning. They want to be honest. They want to come clear, and they're having massive anxiety about this truth. So they're internalizing this. It's making them feel very heavy and burdened about this. Okay. Now, if you're not resonating with third party, this person might have massive anxiety about starting new with you because of past traumas, because of who knows what. Maybe they're scared of commitment, maybe they've been in painful situations, maybe you've shut them down and now they're scared of rejection. But either which way, if you're resonating with that, this Queen of Cups and this Queen of Pentacles would both be you. And I feel like right now what your person is seeing, if this is both you, is that emotions that you have for this person, this caring and love, is what's keeping them focused on wanting to move forward in a direction. And they feel as though this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's like they're not even considering right now what the future may look like as far as what you're able to give to them, as far as the children, marriage, home, what the next stage looks like. They're just thinking about the beginning with you. What does that look like? And they're driven by emotions. They're driven by the emotions that you give them, by the feelings that you give them, and the emotions to act. Okay, this is like seeing the next step but not seeing further. So I don't know why they have this tunnel vision. I feel like they probably got to leave this mindset. Yeah, they're really fighting to leave this mindset. And for those of you guys resonating with third party, they just want a way out. And it's not saying, well, they're only choosing you to get out of this state, but they do want to get out of the state, and you're kind of motivating them in some sort of way. Let's see, why is the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse? Yeah, I don't think that they're kind of seeing 2, 3, or 4 steps ahead. It's just the one step. Queen of Pentacles spirit in reverse. Why is this here? What's going on here? 4 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's like your person's saying like this 4 of Swords is like healing after heartbreak. And it could stand for a reason for both scenarios. If they're leaving their person, then they're going to have to kind of, what's it called? Get over this person, heal their heart from separation. With it in reverse, if you're not resonating with their party, it's this person wanting to act, knowing that maybe there should be more consideration and some thought in resolving some of their holdups and hangups, or at least they feel that way, but they're coming out of it because they need to act, and maybe give them an ultimatum. But it's like in reverse, it's like someone coming out of healing or someone coming out of a period of rest. But I feel like it's maybe needing some rest and healing, and then just not taking that opportunity and having to act right away. Yeah, and I feel like acting right away might mean that they're not seeing the full future of where this connection might head. They're kind of just looking at what they need to do for the first steps to move forward. And despite being in their hermit energy, you'd think they'd take a deep look, but I think they're more deeply looking at how they've been in the past and their current situation with either said third party and their sneaky behaviors, or just the fact that they've been immature, like we were saying the whole time. Immature, not putting in effort, and you make them happy, happy, happy. And maybe they've been like always in this 3 of Cups, where it's like celebrating with friends, drinking, partying, having fun, being like very surface about this connection. But now recognizing there needs to be, with the Hierophant, this is like the next level commitment here. There needs to be a truth around where are we going with this connection, and this can also mean marriage. So this also reinforces this third party. Sorry it came up at the end, but I am feeling for a lot of you guys this is most likely third party. That's what I'm feeling, but only you know your situation. Again, take whatever resonates for you. If you like my jewelry, visit me at prairievintagejewelry.com, and thank you so much for subscribing. Leave a like. Sorry this was long. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it resonated, and love and light.